Greetings, my people. Greetings, my people. I greet you how I always greet you. How do I greet you? BB for Holy A. Today is Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. And I just wanted to come on, shout out to everybody that has been commenting and the ones that have been hitting that like button. So for you new people that come across this, hit that like button and just listen and subscribe. But today, what I wanted to talk about was balance. I want to talk about balance. I want to talk about what I'm calling the hurt male mentality, or as I say, the Me Too. And when I say Me Too, I know what Me Too was spawned off of and what it was supposed to imply and predicate. So in no way am I making fun of people, females that have been sexually assaulted, raped, or whatever. In no way am I doing that. What I am doing is talking about like how the masculine energy has shifted, and we're sitting around. I see a lot of dudes sitting around just whining and complaining. Like I call out a lot of different pages, and I'm probably a nobody, whatever that is, because I think we get all caught up in certain things, but I'm probably a nobody. Shout out to K&S Apparel, Revolutionary Drip. But anyway, I think sometimes we get caught up in so much into things. And what I'm saying is I'm seeing this influx of males that you can kind of see that they always bitter toward only the black woman. Only the black woman. How they look at her. And when I'm talking about them, I'm talking about the girly man, Kevin Samuels. I'm talking about a lot of others. Who else? There's a couple of others. Like I say, I see small pages, O'Shea Duke Jackson. You can kind of get these guys' energy. So a lot of times what this is where, okay, like, let me play you something. Let me see if I can find this video. Be patient. If I can't play it, then I'll just talk about it. And let me know if you guys can hear this. And it's from the girly man. Okay, here we go. And I came across this on TikTok.
White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. Your mothers, our mothers failed you because...
Oh, my Bluetooth. Sorry about that. Shoot. Bear with me, people. Patience. It's also with this. Okay, I'm gonna run it back.
Their daughters in their 30s.
Okay, I'm gonna run it back.
College to prove they don't need one. You know damn well you can't live. Did you know you can get paid?
Oh, shucks. Look, and I gotta learn how to get this video together. Okay, I'm gonna start it over. Here we go. No interruption.
White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. Your mothers, our mothers failed you because your mothers are actively your competition. This is why you see women who are in their 20s partying with their daughters in their 30s and 40s. I'm sorry, on Instagram, you can have this woman and this woman. You got mother-daughter competing because if your mama ain't married, she's still dating. And if you are 25 and your mother is 41, y'all are likely looking at the same kind of men. Women have not raised their daughters. Why do we have so many women over 40 still talking about, I'm 40, I look good, 50 and fly? Your ass should be sitting the fuck down somewhere. You should be somebody's grandma baking cookies. But instead, you got the short haircut out here talking about you a diva. White women go to college to find it.
Okay.
Black women go to college to prove they don't need one.
Okay, so that was girly man Kevin Samuels, and this is what I'm talking about. I like this kind of like Me Too mentality. Did we hear that? I don't know. And if y'all didn't hear, kind of let me know in the comments. But he started off by saying white women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need a man. So already we have to really look at how people do things. You're always kind of like subtly putting up white people, Europeans, Anglo-Saxons, however you want to classify them. You're putting them up as the top tier standard of how proper behavior goes. So remember, a lot of those books I told you, Hood and Americanism. There's a book, How Hollywood is Brainwashing the People by Myron Fagan. 100 Years of Lynchings. So when we look at this, and you have people that's him that's not studied, not qualified to look at things culturally. So what we have is a bunch of males, because these are not men, that have an American mindset. They have an American white man mindset, or they have a Negropean or Negro mindset, that they're already predominantly American in their mentality. You get what I'm saying? So their standard of beauty, he did it again when he was talking about the Euro Tommy Lauren and how he introduces her. Go back and find these videos, so nobody can say I'm making things up, because I see some of these comments. Go back and listen with yourself. So he starts off with them by saying they go to college to find men. Our women go to college to say they don't need one. Then he slid over to kind of like generalize and paint this picture. I'm a 40-year-old grandfather. So I'm a male that fit in this. And like I always say, balanced. That's why this video is called Balanced. So we already want to look at let's say the type of women they either think they are, or they roll and think they may be high value, whatever that is. So a lot of these women fluctuate that he talks about. And I hope I'm making sense. So his thing is, like he said, if you're 40, you out here with a short haircut, you should be at home baking cookies. So he generalizes how black women over a certain age should behave, while never putting a cap or a requirement on white women, though he hold them as the apex. Now, this is just girly, man. This is not everybody that I'm talking about. But he has had such a mass not effect on the way a lot of these people think. He's had such a massive impact on the way they think. So a lot of times he says high value men, bad bitches, high value men or males deserve to have more than one female, all kind of sexist, unbalanced stuff, because the woman is supposed to sit here and cater, let you do whatever. She got to look at herself in this certain mentality of sit down somewhere. Now, that's why I said some stuff he will say, see, I'm not a hater, but I just pull out the BS in some of the holes in these guys' things. Some stuff he says, yes, you can take with a grain of salt and say, I agree with that. But this whole mentality, you see it in cats like DJ Academics when he has those guys fit and fresh. So we're generalizing. Then last point, he goes and says, if you're dating and you're a 25-year-old, my son is 25, I'm 40. I'm not in competition with my son. I think because what it is, it becomes this generalization of all black females are like this. So there was a brother on my post about Hassan Campbell, and shout out to that brother for his dialogue. And he said he don't feel that brothers have turned to Me Too victims because, we have been hurt by good men like himself has been hurt by women. Look, and I agree. Look, me too. Look, me too, bro. But the reason I'm saying it like that is, we can kind of sometimes we're fanatical with how we're being. We're over the top, and the fanaticism it's coming across like misogyny, which is not us and our true African selves. We hold the feminine energy in high esteem. We don't look at it as competition and it should be under us or beneath us or behind us. You get what I'm saying? So I'm an incredible African black man, but I haven't had a female, because a woman, I'll say this, because that's what you need. You kind of need women that can understand what you need, if that makes sense. But I haven't had a female or a woman to pour into me the way I have poured into them in past relationships. I've dealt with all of this stuff. A lot of those females that used to call in, because I would listen to some of them, because you have to listen to why you like or don't like a person. So I'm not going to just hate on Girly Man and it's bigger than him. But like I said, it's about these people that they're kind of just, they're creating just a breed of people that just, we already has lost and diminished value in ourselves but in our females. Because, okay, I'm from the 80s, and we have to look at the social engineering factor. See, we always just talking about things. See, he just generally talks about things. So how the Euro wants you to think that everything is your fault. He creates the condition of the ghettos and then say it's your fault. He creates the environment that induced crack cocaine to our people and say we're drugged out, we don't want to do anything. He kills all of our progressive thinkers, people that have tried to lead us or guide us out of this hellhole. They kill them and say, pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. You get what I'm saying? So we're never really addressing the person behind the curtain. We're always addressing what they have done to the people. That's why stuff like Tavistock Institute. See, we got to understand instead of just listening and running our mouths about stuff. So to understand through certain things and imagery that they gave us, we got to understand this social engineering. We got to understand that this is why homosexuality is being so accepted, because like we say, it's been going on since back in the day. True. But never has it just, look at how it's just being overly pushed. They have a new Proud Family, and I saw, anybody fact check me and let me know if this is true, where I think Magic Johnson's son was supposed to play in it. To where they're using Dwayne Wade's son to push this certain narrative. We got to look at it and not get offended. Because it's all about the assault on the black family, the black man, the black woman, the African man, the African woman. It's all about keeping us from hating each other, from loving each other. The more we play these games of sides and who did this, balance. What have we as the black males done to black females? This could be knowingly or unknowing, because sometimes you don't get right until you know. You see what I'm saying? You don't get right until you know. How do we view our women? Are we guys that say, these bitches, these hoes? Are you a type of female that call yourself a bitch and a hoe and say, my nigga? I correct somebody in a minute. I ain't nobody's nigga. Certain things we have to shed, certain labels that we have attached and taken on willingly, we have to shed. But what they're trying to get us to do is shed our Africanness. We don't want no part of African, but we embrace nigger, savage. All of these things to justify them treating us savagely because we ain't nothing but niggas. Look at them. They even call themselves 21 Savage. Slime. This is our youth. Because they understood back in the day that the Panther movement, the Black Power movement, this is why we must understand power. We must understand Black power. And not run away from it. I ain't black. We get it. But we regal. And we getting so caught up in certain stuff, and we getting so caught up with what women are doing and what dudes is doing without understanding what was done to us. And I hope I'm making sense. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. So we got these guys, and like I said, they push their total thing. They're not talking about nothing of building the Black family. They're telling you to go look elsewhere. Nobody's pouring into the sisters and saying, look, if you got you a real one, recognize it. Pour into that real one. That's not being pushed on mass levels. It's being pushed. But think about how they use the media. What's being pushed to us? What kind of family values are being pushed to us? You answer this. I'm talking about on a massive level. Through everything we do, through all 9 areas of people activity. Look that up. Mama Frances Cress Welsing. What does the media, what does social media push to us? What kind of values? What kind of complementarity values between male and female energy are being pushed to us through these levels? We got to understand what's going on and stop complaining. We pointing fingers to them, and then look, we won't even hold who really accountable. We say, well, they ain't got nothing to do. Then we blame ourselves back to what they want us to do. Now that don't mean we don't need accountability. That's why we have to understand discernment. What was done to us versus what we willingly doing to ourselves or continues to let be done to us. Making sense? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to explain what I mean when I say this. Like, we just have this kind of victim mentality that we constantly walking around, and we're pushing this energy, and we can't stand women, and women did this, and bitches did this, and these hoes. We gotta shed that. I done been through some things, but I understand what's going on. That don't mean I just let it slide. But everybody ain't as woke as they think. Everybody not as in tune with themselves as they think. We got a lot of work to do. So this is a call for us to look at ourselves, to look at whose way we following. Make sense? So I'm gonna get out of here. I ain't gonna hold you too long. I hope I made sense. If I don't, look, comment. Like I said, like, hit the subscribe button. If you share it, it's okay. I'm getting out of that. But if you like it enough and you want to let somebody see it, that's cool too. But I leave you how I greeted you, a BB Fortier, African liberation for African people. Peace.